Alright, what's good, family? This is my video on Joe, Trump, or the people. Now, I asked this question a few days ago on my Facebook to my Facebook family. Who y'all got, Joe or OG Trump? Told y'all to leave y'all answers in the comments. I'm going to read through some of y'all answers, or pretty much I'm going to get through all the answers real quick. I'm not gonna say whether I agree or disagree not. Um, then I'm gonna talk a little light on Joe, a little light on Trump. You'll hear a little bit of Joe speaking. We're gonna play a clip of what I would say more in-depth professional people in politics that's not on neither side, and just listen to what they got to say a little bit, because I ain't no expert, but we all know what's going on now and see what's going on now, so everybody's eyes is on the politics. But let's get into some of these answers. All right, the homeboy Daniel, he says, until I don't see a sex offender list with Trump's name on it, I got Trump. Allegations are not convictions, so yeah. Nathalie, she says Trump. My cousin John Blanchard III, he says neither, no confidence. I feel that. My other cousin, Jasmine Blanchard, right under her brother. It's a matter of picking a lesser of two evils. We all know they both, you already know. The brother Lime said Trump. My brother, my younger brother, but not young, Zuko, he says Trump. The brother Andre Dixon says none of the above. Cool. Long time homie, family friend in the hometown, Cisco, my boy Cisco. We need a break as a nation. Now I feel you on that one. I feel you on that one. The big bro twist, Hotep. They can both eat a dirty You can you can put your own words in between that. I try not to leave the curse words off the videos, but y'all get the picture on that one. St. Cali, Trump, Michael Moore. It's hard to say who's gonna win when you want them both to lose. I feel you. The family, Kendra, she says no Bernie, then F the rest. My cousin BJ, Trump really G'd up for his people. In a way I can't be mad at him, because I would be the same way if I was president. Hey, that's facts. Shit, you damn right. Oh, well, see, a couple gonna slip out, but hey, you right. If I was a president, I'm gonna make sure my people good, straight up. The sister-in-law, Sherry, she says Kanye. Word, I feel you. Kanyeezy. Now, after Kanyeezy dropped some powerful, nice little speech in L.A. some time back, I want to say maybe a couple years ago, that I haven't heard until just a little while ago. You probably could look that up. If I find it, I'll post it. Whatever, I try to post anything I get so that y'all can stay on with me, you feel me? But let's get into some of this. Let's get into some of these presidents and some of these candidates, or what you say, or not even candidates. Just get into the presidents. We got two to pick out of. It's Joe, and we got Trump. Now, like I said, I'll speak briefly on both. I'm not picking neither one as of right now. I'll say how I feel about it at the end. But as far as Joe, for me, it's been a long run for Joe. We talking over 47 to 50 years inside the government, and I've never really seen a lot of good talk from the people about Joe. his policies and the things that he's you know, been about. So like I said, don't have a pick right now for neither one. And as of what's being heard, as of what we've seen, and as of the videos and clips that we you know, that are coming about, I can't say that there's too much that'll have me lean towards his way as far in his favor, and you know, for the people here in the United States, and definitely for my people. So let's just jump into one, and let's hear a little something. We'll hear from Joe himself. We'll let some of these politicians, well, professional people that look into these politicians, give us a little insight on what they think.
Senator, we have a deficit. We have Social Security and Medicare looming. Would you consider looking at those programs, age of eligibility,
Absolutely.
cost of living, put it all on the table?
The answer is absolutely. You have to. I mean, it's one of the things that my, the political advisors say to me is, "Whoa, don't touch that third." Look, American people aren't stupid. It's a real simple proposition. Social Security is not the hard one to solve. Medicare, that is the gorilla in the room, and you've got to put all of it on the table.
Everything.
Everything. You've got to.
People all over this country say that is nuts. That's nuts. Anybody in the Congress
That's your boy, Kenji.
believes in cutting these life-important benefits, we're going to give them a political choice they can't refuse. And that is, if they vote to cut Social Security, then they will not be returning to Washington. Thank you all very much.
That was one little speech, you know. That's the boy Joe. And it's Joe Biden running next to Trump. Now we're gonna listen to a little bit of like I said, I guess you could call these professional people that look into politics. That's what I would say. You know, a little bit more, and definitely advancing what's going on right now. I mean, as far as some years back, to bring us up to date on what's going on right now. We all up to date on pretty much what the heck is going on and where the country is heading. So let's get into this
In
one.
cases, it's very, very few.
Very, very few people.
The risk remains very low.
The risk still remains low.
It's going very well.
It's going very well.
David Perdue ignored the medical experts, downplayed the crisis, and left us unprepared.
There we go.
And something that the mainstream media hasn't really covered much is how he actually tends to agree a little bit with people like Paul Ryan.
Now we're
when
gonna
it
listen
comes
to
cutting
some people
those
that's been
programs.
digging in this
So,
for the
I
years
don't
and
know
following
enough.
it.
Let's listen to what he had to say.
Look what's happened to the latest tax cut. Once again, those at the very top get the biggest breaks. And what do we have to show for it? Even our Republican friends are now beginning to admit there's no evidence these tax cuts are being put to work in the economy. No new growth, just more debt. And that puts middle-class programs that they rely on and they've worked for at real risk. Paul Ryan was correct. When he did the tax code, what's the first thing he decided we had to go after? Social Security and Medicare. Now, we need to do something about Social Security and Medicare. That's the only way you can find room to pay for it.
So he starts off fine, right, by attacking these massive tax cuts for the wealthy.
Just listen.
But then
I'm just
he
listening with y'all.
very subtly, in my opinion,
You know?
agrees that something needs to be done with Social Security and Medicare, and he's going to further solidify that point in this next clip. But I also want to note that he started this off by saying, I'm a fan of Bernie Sanders, but I'm not Bernie Sanders. I don't believe that I don't believe in blaming the rich.
So Biden and Sanders are currently leading the race.
Now, this was
for 2020.
this was
They're
earlier.
one
This
number
is
two in
maybe
Ohio.
this is stuff that y'all
So, he's
you know,
trying to distinguish himself from
wasn't on, wasn't watching, wasn't staying in tune with before he even got up to this point to being next to running, with Trump.
So,
So,
it's kind of sad to see this.
You
But,
got to know the
you
background,
distinguish yourself
and you
from
got to dig into
the
not
rest
only
of
Joe
the
background, Trump background, what they doing, you know, who on what policies, who on this policy, you know, we got to get into it.
I don't know a whole lot of people in the top 0.1% or the top 1% are relying on Social Security when they retire. I don't know a lot of them. Maybe you guys do. So we need a pro-growth progressive tax code that treats workers as job creators as well, not just investors, that gets rid of unprotected loopholes like stepped-up basis. And it raises enough revenue to make sure that the Social Security and Medicare can stay, still needs adjustments, but can stay, and pay for the things we all acknowledge will grow the country.
Hey guys, look, I like Biden a lot, and I get to be fair within the context of that conversation. He talked about the guys in the top 500 billionaires are not bad guys, but look, they just have gotten too much breaks, and we have got to do something about it. And it was an interesting way to relate. But he just said it again there. Social Security and Medicare gets to stay. Wow, thank you, really appreciate it. But it needs adjustments. That is clear language for I'm going to cut Social Security and Medicare. And I'm going to agree with the Republicans on that. A hell to the no on that. No way.
And
all right, that's some people, professional people that look into politics sitting at the table right there. And like I said, y'all, you know, go off that, you know, do some searching on some videos and some speeches on Joe about that. We're going to jump into Trump. Now we're talking Trump. Look, I'm not voting for neither one. You know, right now, I still got to see what's really going on. You know what I mean? How things gonna play. They both, you know, got their ways. You know, so we all can have our opinions on, you know, who do this and who do that. As far as I can say with Trump, we talking about somebody that been in for 50 years, and we talking about someone that's been in there for about 3 to 4 years. Came in, said he wanted to build up jobs, bring the jobs back to the United States, and on one thing probably done that. Like I said, I'll talk a little bit more on Trump after we just hear a little bit of Trump speaking and what he got to say on a few things, and then we'll talk a little bit about Trump. I'll let you know my opinion on what he doing and how I feel about him and what he may or may not be able to do for the people. You feel me? So let's jump into one more of these joints so y'all can get a feel of where each one is coming from.
No group in America has been more harmed by Hillary Clinton's policies than African Americans. No group. If Hillary Clinton's goal was to inflict pain on the African American community, she could not have done a better job. It's a disgrace. Look, what do you have to lose? You're living in poverty. Your schools are no good. You have no jobs. 58% of your youth is unemployed. What the hell do you have to lose?
Now, yeah, I know you're probably sitting there like, man, what? But is he lying? That's all I want to know. Is he lying? You can replay the speech. You can. I mean, bring the speech up on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Is he lying about that? I just need to know. And if he is, definitely let me know in the comments. Hit me. You know how I do. We can always kick it and get right. Let's listen to one more with the Trumpster.
We're in the heart of Georgia to launch our incredible new nationwide grassroots effort. Blacks, think of this. Blacks for Trump. Black voices for Trump. African Americans for Trump. Call it whatever the hell you want, right? We like it. What do you prefer? Blacks for Trump or African Americans for Trump?
That's the crowd answering. They said blacks, not African Americans. That's your people. That's the people.
Good.
Well, I want to thank you, and I'll tell you what, we're doing well. We have our best employment numbers, and we're going to get into it, but the support we're getting from the African American community has been overwhelming, and I want to thank each and every one of you for your courage and tenacity and devotion to really what's turning out to be a movement. This was like a movement in 2016. There was a movement of a lot of people. For decades, the Democrats have taken African American voters totally for granted. They have. They didn't do anything for you. Democrats threw open America's borders to the deadly drugs and ruthless gangs that are all over the place, to mass illegal immigration, which hurts the black community so badly. They passed crime bills that devastated your communities, and Democrats waged a relentless assault on the cherished values that have always defined African American families. You know that. It's amazing that you've stayed so long, to be honest. It almost becomes a habit, right? It's a habit. Like it's, oh, we vote for a Democrat. Nobody knows why they vote for a Democrat. Look, if they don't do the job, you switch. You got to switch. And some progress has been made like never before, perhaps, in such a short period of time. But under this administration, all of that has changed.
All right. We ain't about to turn this into no presidential speech, for the video. But I just wanted to, like I said, let y'all hear a little bit of this one, hear a little bit of that one. Spoke a little bit about both. Now, my thing with Trump is, you've been the president for the last few years. You came in, you changed a lot of things, rocked a lot of things. People don't know what things you really were coming after that was really going to help the people. And I'm talking about the DS thing, the drain the swamp thing. I'm talking about getting at them real evil people that we need to get rid of. Now, as far as everything else, I really don't know. Because the only thing I do know is, if you are the president, get these police officers and whatever's going on in these systems, clean it up. I want my people to stop being killed, my people to stop dying every day from the hands of others. We'll clean up our own people, the ones that's harming, our own people. But as far as those police officers and all that, I feel if you could take it to a level of handling that, then with me you might have a little edge. But right now, let's get into how and where I'm at with as far as voting for Joe, Trump, or voting period. I'm not voting with Joe. I'm not voting for Trump. To me, it's the hell with the whole system. I'm for the people. I'm for our people. The world is awakening. The people are waking up. I feel that it is time for all people to come together. If you have power within your community, whether it's the black community, if you're a Caucasian or white person, you have power in your community as a good person, so forth for the Spanish and the rest. I feel that if we can come together within our own communities, build up the right people that's going to get together and make a real positive movement happen. Not only can we change the situation here in the U.S., we can change the situation with our government and everything else. So right now, that's where I stand at. I stand with just us, the people, period. And definitely for my people to continue to wake up, learn what's going on with the politics. Don't let them will you into the bull crap. You know what I'm saying? Let's do what we got to do to build for us, work on us, get the little bull BS out of our communities, swipe it out, and then so forth for the other races. If you're Spanish, white, or whatever, if you got a word, if you got a positive movement and a say so in your communities, let's come out, let's link up, let's let this positive and for the people movement, be heard. And that's where I stand at right now as far as the politics, the voting, and all that. It's F with the voting, to hell with the system. If the system is not going to work for all people, period, then, scratch everything. Let's do what we got to do as people, as humans here on the earth, on this planet, to be able to live and live without the BS anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's that time. It's been that time coming. If you know what's going on, or can even, become a little bit more woke to what's going on, dig into the background of things, you'll start to see that it's a real great thing going on right now. And there is some real craziness going on right now. So we're going to end the video. I don't like to keep them long. I like to get in, chat my little 1-2, tell you how I feel, on what's going on. And then you already know, we're going to get out on one of my cuts right here. What the F you mean, no? And you already know. Peace, family.
What the fuck they mean, no? Said I couldn't win, what the fuck they mean, no? Said I couldn't blaze, what the fuck they mean, no? Said I wasn't in, what the fuck they mean? What the fuck they mean? What the fuck they mean, no? What the fuck they mean, no? Say yeah, nigga, it's blaze again. Stakes high, I'm raising them. Wave high, I'm surfing them. Got the game high, I'm leaning them. I'm fucking the game wall, don't ask why, no KY. I stay off that blaze high. Real spinach, pie, yeah, shorty right, I like pie. Taste on her nana, eat it up, piranha, then blow on my ganja. That fine marijuana, what you in Lasanda, the twist like lasagna. My hand right behind ya, like what the fuck they mean, no? Said I couldn't win, what the fuck they mean, no? Said I couldn't blaze, what the fuck they mean, no? Said I wasn't in, what the fuck they mean? What the fuck they mean? What the fuck they mean, no? What the fuck they mean, no? It's nothing like part 2, starting my sequel. Do more than just freak you, rap you, keep you. Gotta tell you the truth, boo, I'm a made man. So you come for me, then you better have an ace in, no face in, confessing. I'm Jason, replacing, you faking, I'm shaking the building, I'm lit. Your girl love my dick, she sucked and she spit while rolling my spliff. Say yeah, got a gift, I'm blessed with this shit. What the fuck they mean, no? Said I couldn't win, what the fuck they mean, no? Said I couldn't blaze, what the fuck they mean, no? Said I wasn't in, what the fuck they mean? What the fuck they mean? What the fuck they mean, no? What the fuck they mean, no? They said it's time to flip, but a 4-5 shell with a hollow tip. I guarantee that it'll actually be hard to swallow with some other shit. I'm about to hover quick up